So, if you do need to do this, you can. Just anything kind of flat. This part right here, you just unscrew it. Hands are slippery. You take that off, and this, and your wood will slide right off there in case you need to clean that off or clean inside there if it gets a little residuey. Where you simply just put it right back on the way it came, and screw it right back in. Careful not to strip it. Alright, now, to put this back on, just going to put it right back on there. And you're going to take these little arms right here. Let me get it around to where you can see it. These little arm pegs right here, you're going to fit them inside those holes. Okay, and then you're going to feel some resistance. Won't go no farther. You got to take each one on each side and push them down. And hold them down. And then slide the pump. Yeah, it just slid right back out. It's a little hard sometimes. I haven't taken this off a whole lot. Okay, once you get it in there, you're just going to slide it back. And let that go right into that little slot right there. And then you're just going to take it and pull it forward. Pull everything forward. Pull the pump forward, which will pull the bolt forward. Okay, now you're ready to put in the part that I hate. This is the only reason, the only thing about the Mossberg 500 series that I do not like. These guide rods are a pain to get back in the right way. If you don't get them in the right way, your trigger housing will not fit. And it makes it very aggravating to put it back together. And this one right here has a little kind of raised in little dot, and it goes right in that little hole. So you know exactly which pin to go in for it to go into. And that just goes in right there. And this one goes in here. And this other side. And that one fell out. Alright, now, try to get the trigger housing back in. Sometimes it's a pain, sometimes it'll go in. You have to get the little guide rods, you got to push them in on the sides sometimes to help it go in. Some people say, well, that came out. And see, then you got to go right back in here and re-put your guide rods back in, which makes it annoying. with it being 410, everything's smaller and it's hard to get in there. But you'll eventually get it. There we go. A little hard, not too bad. And then take your pen, put your pen. Now you don't want to beat it with anything metal because you'll scratch the finish. I use the back end of a toothbrush, plastic toothbrush, so you don't scrape it. And then just push it in to where it's level. Now, what you want to do, we put it back down to halfway. And take your barrel. And you're going to want to make sure this little groove right here is aligned right back up with that little groove. And then let it down and start tightening. Function test. Make sure safety is on, check the safety, make sure the safety works. Then point it in the safe direction, release the action, and there you go. I really do recommend this gun. This gun is a whole lot better than a single shot. It's a lot more fun. And that's all I got to say about that.